Hey, what is up guys? It's Brennan here, and today I'm going to be showing you how to add color swatches on your Shopify store. And this is step-by-step how to do this without having to use any third-party apps, as long as you're using the latest up-to-date Shopify themes. This also works on the free themes by Shopify as well, so you can easily add those color swatches to your Shopify store, again, for free, just using the basic version of Shopify. So that's what I'm going to be showing you step-by-step in this tutorial here today. And of course, before we dive into things, of course, I do want to mention, if you don't already have a Shopify store, you can go and check out that first link down below in the video description. That's brandvalesky.com/Shopify. We'll take you right over to this page here where you can get started with a Shopify free trial. Again, that's that first link down below in the video description. Without further ado, let's go ahead and dive into this tutorial. Of course, first things first, you're going to want to make sure that you are logged into your Shopify store. Now, by default, the Shopify store, whenever you add a product that has a color variant, essentially by default, it will just show white and gray with the text, right, that you've selected on your product. So in this tutorial, I'm going to be showing you how to add those little color swatches, those little circles with the colors in them on your Shopify store, again, for free. So by default, this is what it will look like. Maybe if you're stuck, and this is all it will show by default, is just the typed out color name. Now, to add the swatches, it is a little bit of a process, and that's what I'm going to be showing you again here in today's video. This is what it would look like maybe if you added a t-shirt, you have the sizes and the colors just typed out. So we're going to eliminate that. So the first things you're going to want to make sure, of course, you're logged into your store. Next, you're going to come over here to the left-hand side under products. But first, what I would advise you is make sure that you are on the online store 2.0 setup with a current Shopify store theme. Again, now currently I am using the Dawn theme on Shopify. You do need to be using at least the Dawn version of 13, at least 13, and it will work on your Shopify store. If you're not currently using the latest up-to-date themes on Shopify, again, Dawn is one of the free themes. You could be using something like Sense or Spotlight or Craft or any, Sense, Refresh, any of the other free themes by Shopify should work for you just fine. Just make sure you're using at least version 13 for this to work for you on your Shopify store. So do that first. Make sure you've updated your theme, of course, before actually proceeding with the rest of this tutorial. Once you've updated your theme and you're making sure you're at least on version 13, then you can come over here to products. Now, you're going to navigate to the product that you want to add these color swatches to. In this case, I've already added the example product. We're going to be doing this to a short sleeve t-shirt. All you have to do is then click in and click to edit the product. Now that we are on the product page editor, we've already added a title here, a description, a couple of images. I would recommend at least adding a couple different variant images. Again, these are just AI generated images here just for the sake of this tutorial. But I would add an image for each different colors to make it a little easier for your customers to identify what's what. But to actually add the swatches, what we need to do is first add in the color variants here. So add variant, all you have to do is click on add variant. Now, I've already added the color variant, but if you're doing this from scratch on a brand new product, maybe you don't already have the color and size wheel selection here, make sure that you add the color variant here. Now, I've already added white and gray as an option value, but when you click on add variant, it will prompt you with this box here where you can add the option name for color, and then you can add your option values for white and gray. You can also add additional colors such as like blue, green, whatever colors, pewter, whatever colors that you actually have for your store. Go ahead and add those color values here first. Then click done, and make sure along this process you're going up and clicking the save button up here when you actually make any changes. But once you've added your colors, again, sizing is optional. You can also add that as an additional variant option. So then the sizes show up here as well. Same process for adding the color names. But once you've actually added all the color names, next what you're going to need to do to get the swatches to populate is you're going to need to set the category. This is what will allow you to then add the color swatches. So instead of uncategorized, which is the default, you're going to change this to t-shirt. We're going to go ahead and just select clothing tops here for t-shirts. And then we're going to go ahead and click save at the top. And then this will add the proper category meta fields, which is what we actually need to go ahead and add the color swatches. And all we have to do, once we've already selected this is t-shirts and clothing and tops, it will then automatically add the 9 meta fields. This should work the same for other types of products that you might have in other categories that would also make sense to have colors. It's just very easy with t-shirts as a quick example for this tutorial. This will then add the 9 meta fields automatically to your product page. And then to view those category meta fields, all you have to do is scroll down here and we're going to select color, and this will then add color to your store. We're going to click the color option here. And then this is where we can go ahead and add in these colors. Now, all you have to do is then type in the colors that you want to have for this specific product. As you can see, there are a lot of default color entries in here already across the different types of color options. They've already added a lot in here. So we're just going to go ahead and select the colors that we have for this specific product. In this case, we only have 2, so we have white. You could search for that there as well, or just go ahead and type it. And then there's also gray that we have selected here. Now, if you do have any other colors in your store, you can also opt to click on this add new entry. And this will prompt you with the ability to add fresh colors to your store as well. So if you need to add any additional colors that aren't already populated in that default list, this is where you go ahead and add them. You can easily add the labels such as, I don't know, jet blue or something like that. I don't know. Maybe you wanted like jet blue. And then if you wanted to change this from the default blue, you could go ahead and then select the color wheel and pick a different color. So you have the color codes here. So if you already maybe have a product with a specific color code and you really want to make sure it matches exactly that, you can easily do that here by editing the color selector, and the handle will be the jet blue color. And then you can even add an image too if you want to add like a textured color image, maybe a picture of the actual color of a little like color swatch from the t-shirt or product that you're selling. You can do that here. And then you also have like a base color or pattern. So this could be just to show better for search and organization. The base color, again, better for search and organization. But if you have a specific color, you can also do that here. And by selecting the color wheel and selecting a specific color that you want beyond the default. So we're just going to go ahead and discard that change here because we don't actually have any additional colors. So we just have white and gray, but that is where you go ahead and add those additional colors. If you want to do that, we're going to go ahead and click save here. So now we have white and gray. Now to actually then connect this to these products, what we need to do is come up here and click on color. And then as you can see here now, there is a connect meta field option. We're going to go ahead and click that. And then we're going to click on color. And it will automatically match the 2 colors to our options since we have added them. We're going to go ahead and click done. And then we're going to go ahead and click save because this meta field is now properly connected to this product and its colors for the white and gray tops. Again, under the colors here, these are added there. And then when we go back to the product page, as you can see, this is what it looked like before editing the meta fields. If we go ahead and refresh this here, as you can see here, we now have the color swatches. Again, on the free Shopify store theme, on the Dawn theme on Shopify, you can see the color swatches here. We have white and we have gray. Now, if you want to edit the look and feel of these, I'm going to be showing you that here in just a second. But if this is all you wanted, then here you go. That's all you need to do is you go ahead and now you can see the color swatches, white and gray, are labeled and added here for this specific short sleeve t-shirt product. Looks a lot better. It's just visually very nice. Definitely recommend doing that. And you can still pick the different size options as well, but you have those nice color swatches for the products that have colors, right? This color swatches just look so nice. They pop on the store really well. But if you do want to edit the look and feel of these, what you can do as well is come over here back to the Shopify store. We go ahead and save this product here. But if you want to edit the look and feel of the color swatches, what you have to do is come over here to the left-hand side, click on online store. This will bring you to the theme editor. Then we're going to go ahead and click on the customize button here. And this will bring up the Shopify store theme editor. Then what we're going to do up here is we're going going to, by default, it'll bring us to the home page. We're going to go ahead and click that box here. Then we're going to select products and default product, since we are editing just the default product. And we're going to go ahead and change this preview to the t-shirt just so you can see the example here. So short sleeve t-shirt, we're going to change it to that product. So we can actually see the color swatches live on the store here. We have the color swatches. Now, these are labeled underneath the variant picker on the theme editor. What you have to do now, you can opt to either scroll down and click on variant picker. Alternatively, in the drop down here on the left, as you can see here on this toolbar, you have the template for the product page, and then you have the variant picker. So we're going to go ahead and click on variant picker. And then as you can see here, you have the option to select a couple different other styling options for the color swatches. So you can go from circle, which is the default. You can also select a square color swatch if that's what you prefer. If we go ahead and click save here, we go ahead and refresh this here. As you can see, now we have a square color swatch. So you could go for a square color swatch as well. Or you could even go for a drop-down view as well if you still prefer the drop-down view, and it'll still show the color swatch inside the box there. And you can have that on the circle view or the square view for the variant picker style if you do want to drop down. So we're going to go ahead and click save here, and then we can refresh this. So you can still have the colors here. It'll just show that after you select it from the drop down. This one isn't personally my favorite, but maybe if you have a lot of color options, it might make sense to do this on your Shopify store. Again, depending on the total number of variants that you may have. But I just want to show you just another option you have there as well. So you can still utilize the swatches, but you can have it drop. Or if you don't want swatches anymore at all, you can just select none, and then it will remove that at the theme level, so that you don't actually have the color swatches showing at all. But again, for the sake of this tutorial, you probably want those color swatches enabled, and then you can just go back here and click swatch and go square or circle. But again, if you wanted to edit it just at the theme level, if you wanted to disable it, you could always come here and click none. Pretty easy process. We go ahead and click save. And then this should bring us back to normal with the circular color swatches, which in my opinion look best. But if you like the square look, you could also go for the square look or the drop down look. Figured I would also just show you that here in this tutorial. But guys, that pretty much wraps up this tutorial here today on how to add color swatches to your Shopify store. Again, you need to make sure you add your color options first and then connect the proper colors. Again, you can edit and add custom colors as well, like I showed you in this video here with the different color codes and hex codes as well. So guys, I hope you found this tutorial helpful on how to add color swatches. Again, if you don't already have a Shopify store, you're gonna check out that first link down below in the video description. That's brandvalesky.com/Shopify. Take you right over to this page here where you can get started with a Shopify free trial. Again, that's that first link down below in the video description. Again, guys, if you enjoyed this video or found it helpful, then be sure to smash that like button, hit the subscribe button as well, and notification bell so you're notified whenever I upload a new video. But anyway, guys, that's all for today's video, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.